This is the DR-05 sound recorder from Tascam, a company that has made some fantastic sound recorders over the years. This is their budget sound recorder, which can usually be picked up for around $80. Let's take a look at the specs. The DR-05 recording WAV or MP3 format either at 16 or 24-bit at a sample frequency of up to 96 kHz. There are stereo microphones fixed in A-B position. There is a separate unbalanced stereo mini jack input for external sound sources such as a lavalier microphone. It takes a micro SD card up to 64GB in size, and a 4GB card is included with the recorder. It's powered by 2 AA batteries, or you can buy a 240V adapter for it. They're the basic overall specifications. I'll put a link to the full specs in the description below. The build quality of this recorder is as you would expect for something in this price range. It's mostly plastic, except for the microphones, which are metal. Because of the largely plastic body, I would recommend using a tripod with this at all times whilst recording, as the microphones will occasionally pick up a creak in the plastic from time to time. A small gorilla pod will do, anything that stops you handling it whilst it's recording. It doesn't take long to power on, and after you've completed a basic setup, you're ready to record. Press record once and it's armed, allowing you to check recording levels before you start. The recording level is easily changed using the buttons below the screen. For those who want to customise their recordings a little more, the menu screen is easy to get to and it's even easier to find your way around. The record setting option allows you to change file type and recording quality, and in other parts of the menu you can find playback settings, effects and the inbuilt tuner. Now, because the inbuilt microphones are fixed in A-B position, this recorder is more suited to ambient recordings or recording lectures or meetings. If you want something for recording musicians, you may want to spend a little more to get something that will allow XY microphone positions too. Even though phasing is unlikely with microphones so close together, XY is something I generally swear by for recording music. Nevertheless, I will now show you how this recorder does, recording a variety of sounds. For this, I've set the recording level to 60% with no editing at all. The recordings may sound a little quiet. This is because I've avoided normalising the recordings to give you a better idea of the noise floor. So this is me talking into the sound recorder. I'm holding it about 6 inches away from my mouth. So this gives you an idea of, if you're recording a personal memo, this is what it would sound like. This is me recording in my living room. I'm about 2 meters away from the sound recorder. This will give you an idea of what it sounds like if you was to be recording a meeting. As you can hear, the recordings are quite crisp. The amount of hiss in the background is noticeable, but perfectly acceptable for this level of sound recorder. I actually own the DR-07 Mark II as well, and the DR-05 seems a lot more sensitive. This can be good for meetings where different voices need to be heard clearly, but this proves a little tricky when it comes to recording musical instruments. As you can hear with the piano recording at the end, the sound of the keys being hit was very prominent, more so than I've experienced with other sound recorders. Bottom line, this is another good sound recorder from Tascam that does a decent job. Musicians will want to spend a bit more getting one with better microphones and XY microphone positions, such as the Tascam DR-22WL. I'll put some links to other recommended sound recorders in the description below. So that's my review of the Tascam DR-05 sound recorder. If you found this video useful, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video.